going on, everybody? MMA professor, although, no, not MMA professor with a hat. It's different, which means it's winter in Wisconsin. Yay! Massive amounts of shoveling. Awesome. I digress, and we move on to UFC 107 predictions. Probably going to be a two-parter, because I kind of feel like talking a lot right now. Recently I saw an interview with, John Fitch that JoannaMMAGirls.com or .net or whatever did, and he was reluctant to make predictions. One, because, yeah, he's a fighter, and he doesn't like to go against one or the other, and he just went out and said what each fighter needs to do to win, not giving his predictions. I've been contemplating that because, for some reason, I can be the most intelligent, astute, dedicated MMA analyst on the face of the planet. But for some reason, no matter how I break down a fight, no matter how I break it down, there's always people that go, "You were wrong. You picked the wrong fighter." It happens. People pick the wrong fighters. So I've been thinking about not actually giving my pick, but just, talking about the fight and what each fighter needs to do to win. That won't be the case for this video. So if you want me to continue to do predictions, and give you who I think is going to win, which I have about a 65 to 70% rate of success at, let me know about it. Or if you want me to break down fights differently and just say what I say without giving my, prediction, without giving who I say is going to win, let me know that as well. So there you go. We'll do a majority vote on that one. But let's get into UFC 107. I'm already probably around 3 minutes, but 4 minutes. So it's definitely going to be a two-parter. Let's go UFC 107, Penn versus Sanchez, undercard predictions. Kevin Burns against TJ Grant. Kevin Burns is going to have the better stand-up in this. Grant is pretty good pace. He's good in scrambles, very good on ground control. He can get up out of a lot of positions. A lot of this depends on where it goes, and it's going to be a close fight. I'm going to pick TJ Grant by split decision. I think Grant is going to control him on the ground for the most part. Burns is going to do his best to defend, Grant, to try to defend him against, because Grant's going to get inside, get the takedown, or something. He's going to get some. This is going to end up on the ground. I know it is. And Grant has very good grappling, very, very good grappling. And he was out-grappled by Dong Hyun Kim in his last fight, but that just proves that Dong Hyun Kim has really good grappling. Very good. Insanely good grappling. So, Burns is going to have he's going to have the advantage on the feet, and I don't think he has enough to put away TJ Grant, and, that's why it's going to be close. Burns has the advantage on the feet, and he has underrated grappling. TJ Grant, I think he's going to control the pace. I'm going to go TJ Grant by split decision. Edgar Garcia against DaMarques Johnson. The only thing DaMarques can do is possibly get it to the ground and try to, stifle Garcia, who hasn't proved anything on the ground. The thing is, DaMarques doesn't have good takedowns, and he's kind of just an okay fighter. And Edgar Garcia, I see him getting inside. He's going to... Yeah, knockout. Yeah, knockout. Plain and simple. Edgar Garcia, KO, first round. Lucio Linhares against Rousimar Palhares in a battle of rhyming last names. And, both, grapplers, essentially. Both deficient in stand-up. Not very good. And Linhares this could turn into, I hope this doesn't turn into because you get, A-plus grapplers, not A-plus, but you get really good grapplers together, and if they cancel each other out, you see sometimes it goes to the feet. I do not want to see if this fight if they stand for 3 rounds. Oh, this is going to be an awful fight. But I think it's going to be a very good ground war. I think whoever has top position is going to win this fight. Palhares is, I think, got the takedown advantage. He's good at getting in the clinch and getting some outside trip takedowns, inside trip takedowns. I think Palhares is going to control him from the top and win a unanimous decision. Ricardo Funch against Johny Hendricks. Both guys pretty good prospects. Funch training out of Team Link, training with Gonzaga and them. Hendricks, obvious Division I, 2-time national champion. I think Funch has very good, not very good, he's got good jiu-jitsu. So, and that stifles wrestlers sometimes. But the problem is, unless he pulls guard, he's not going to get it to the ground, which means Hendricks is going to try and turn it into a brawl, and which Funch, from what I understand and from what I've seen, likes getting pulled into brawls. And Hendricks has the heavier hands, and he can keep it on the feet, and he can put the fight wherever he wants. I'm going to go Johny Hendricks, 2nd round TKO. Funch is a good fighter. I just think Hendricks is, out of all the wrestlers, very good wrestlers at, I don't know if he's with Team Takedown, but all the good wrestlers that seem to be coming out, like national champions, you got, Hendricks and Rochalt. It's just, Hendricks seems to me like he's the more natural fighter. He just seems like he wants to punch. He wants to punch you. He wants to get hit. It doesn't matter. Hendricks TKO. Shane Nelson against Matt Wiman. Man, Matt Wiman I think has the advantage pretty much anywhere this goes. You can, Nelson might be able to sub him, but Wiman, I think he's better. I mean, you just look at, I think this is going to be maybe not a carbon copy, but pretty close to the fight that Wiman had against Thiago Tavares, where Wiman controlled the stand-up, and he's just got the heavier strikes. And, Nelson, like I said, I think he's still undersized for 145. He went to split decision with George Roop, who he should follow down to the WEC 145-pound division. So there you go. Matt Wiman, unanimous decision. Alan Belcher against Wilson Gouveia. This is a tough fight to pick because, Gouveia, he's so talented, and I like him as a fighter. And, Belcher has been known to, try to get drawn into brawls, and in a brawl, I don't think he's going to beat Gouveia. If he gets sucked into a brawl, he is going to lose. He's going to get knocked out by Gouveia. Gouveia has the heavier hands. On the ground, Gouveia clearly has the advantage. And so Belcher, what he needs to do is stay outside, avoid the heavy shots, use his better boxing. I think he has crisper boxing and leg kicks, maybe. Just stay out of the clinch, stay away from Gouveia, and Gouveia is going to gas. I mean, that's what he does if you get it into the 3rd round. And I think he needs to follow the same game plan. The fight that Nate Marquardt. There you go, Nate Marquardt. That's what you need to follow, and maybe drag it into the late 2nd, 3rd round. And if he can do that, I think he has a better chance. Belcher has a better chance of dragging it into the 3rd than Gouveia does finishing Belcher early. The one thing that is holding me back is he got finished by Jason Day. And so, Belcher better bring it. And somebody's trying to message me on Facebook. But, I would say Belcher is going to win a unanimous decision. If he can, or maybe a late TKO stoppage. But Gouveia is definitely the more talented fighter. I mean, more well-rounded fighter. But I'm going to go with Belcher in this one. Belcher by unanimous decision. That's the prelim.